Hey everybody, and welcome back to Whispers of a Machine. Pretty sure that's the name of this game. I haven't ingrained it in my memory yet about what this game is called. Let's check out our quarters. Did we have anything in here? Filing cabinet.
There's a bottle of molding resin here. Might be useful.
All right, take that. Potted plant.
Nice big lemon. Small miracle to see it grow to that size under these conditions.
Bed, stove, elevator. Where does the elevator go?
Doesn't appear to be functional. There's not even a switch or anything.
All right. So we got some molding resin. Let's just break out the smart scan. There's no reason to do it here, but I'm doing it. All right, let's head out. Smart scan off. Got the molding resin. Don't think I need it. Where does this doorway go? Prison cells. Okay.
Unmanned. Makes sense with no people in here.
Jail cell, keyhole. I mean, I don't suppose this goes in a keyhole, does it?
That combination makes no sense.
Yeah, well, you know what? It was worth trying. Okay? Alright, we know that the, the mayor is above the canteen. We know that something is to the east. Something's to the north. Let's go to the clinic and we'll look at the deceased, the original deceased, Maya. I'll turn on my biometric analyzer. Hello, nurse.
Hi there.
Hello.
Thought I'd introduce myself, since I'll be coming here a lot. I'm Agent England, Central Bureau.
Oh, nice to meet you. It's a relief to have you here. We're all shook by these recent killings.
That's understandable.
Sure, the doctor's excited, but even his morbid curiosity has limits,
The doctor's excited about
After
having
all, we
dead
mostly
bodies?
treat coughs and the occasional broken limb here.
I get it. I'll do my best to help. Oh, by the way, I'm supposed to go to the morgue. Where's that?
Down the stairs on your left.
Great,
Downstairs.
thanks.
on the left. Thank you very much. Clinic is that way. Sealed elevator that way. A big plant. A door. Where do these other doors go? That's what I want to know.
Locked.
All right. Can I get into the clinic? And not the morgue? Okay, it wasn't stopped. Medical supplies.
Various medical supplies.
Monitor. Blue box. First aid kit. Bandages.
It's filled with cannulas. Those little needle things used to connect an IV.
Gotcha.
I don't think I need one right now.
All right, so maybe later. First
A
aid
portable medical kit with all the essentials.
kit. Bandages. An IV. Hanger. Patient bed. I'd like to give a quick scan of this room. Just in case. Just in case. All right, let's get out of here. And head to the morgue. I feel like I'm going to use the scanner way more than is necessary. Try to maybe only use it when it's... That lady seems to be missing a face.
Don't worry, Maya. You'll be put to rest soon. I know. Sorry about the delay. I was needed urgently out of town. Oh, hello there. Me and this old gal have been expecting you.
Talkative, is she?
Oh, no doubt. The dead have a lot to say, you know. Sometimes more so than the living.
Is that so?
The living are fickle and prone to deceit. Once dead, we can't hide things anymore. Not from me, at least.
You think highly of yourself, sir. I agree. These days, people must prove themselves trustworthy before I rely on them. I'm sorry you feel that way. I think most men and women out there are sincere. That's why we need ways to tell what someone is hiding. You know what? Let's be empathetic, you know? Sorry you feel that way.
I'm sorry you feel that way. I think most men and women out there are sincere.
Oh, sure. Perhaps I came across as a bit misanthropic. Most of the time, people are just fine.
Glad to hear that. Now, I'd like to ask some questions.
Sure, Go right ahead.
All right. Well, let's ask about Maya here.
Did you know Maya Strand?
Not really, but I enjoyed listening to the occasional lecture of hers at the museum. She had quite an intellect, that woman.
So she wasn't a patient of yours?
Oh, she was, but that's all confidential, so I can't say much about it.
I
Understandable.
understand, but anything you can share would help.
Well, during the autopsy, I noticed that she was unusually worn and feeble for her age.
Okay. And what does that tell us?
For one thing, that she would have needed help with the more physically demanding tasks of the museum.
Got it. Thanks.
All right, so she might have had a helper, someone we need to look for. Tell me about yourself, Doctor.
What can you tell me about yourself, Doctor?
Oh, me? I suppose I would qualify as a workaholic. Most of my time is spent here.
So how long have you been practicing medicine?
Must be 16 years now, I believe.
Huh. And you're the only doctor in Nordsund?
Yes, but we have good relations with the other settlements. We collaborate and pool resources when necessary.
I mean, tell me about your leader. Tell me about Miss Ruth.
What do you think of Stina Ruth, the councilwoman?
She can be quite an unpleasant woman. I can't say I've enjoyed my few interactions with her.
And, Commissary Anderson?
What do you think of Commissary Anderson?
I think he does a fine job. He's been instrumental in making sure that I can work under such good conditions.
Yeah, this place is surprisingly well equipped. Definitely on par with our facilities in the city.
I should probably
That's
exit
enough
this.
questions for now.
And,
Okie dokie. Oh, one last thing. I've been told that the second body is on its way here. If you come back later today, I should be able to tell you something about it.
All right, I'll keep that in mind.
I just want to turn on the biometric analyzer when I talk to you, sir.
I had some more things to ask.
Shoot.
Do you know a mystery woman that might have been hanging around with Carl Oscarson?
I'm looking for a young woman connected to the second victim, Carl.
I can't help with that. I didn't know Carl on a personal level.
Well, tell me what you knew about Carl then.
Did you know Carl Oscarson?
No. When I heard he was murdered, I didn't even recognize his name. I had to check my records to realize that I've treated him. To be fair, I've had many patients. But he must have been cursed with one of those awfully forgettable faces.
All right. Anything out of the ordinary in his medical history?
Sorry. Can't go into detail. Doctor-patient confidentiality, you know?
Understood.
Keep it vague then.
Well, okay. Let me put it this way. I doubt you'd learn much from his file.
Okay, so
Noted.
nothing important.
Thanks.
Let's talk about Carl's murder.
Any theories on Carl's murder?
Not yet. I'll need to see the body first.
Makes sense. All right, do you know where I can find some saffron?
Do you know where saffron is grown in Nordsund?
I'm afraid not. We have plants all over, but botany is not my area of expertise.
All right, and what do you know about Maya's murder? You've been talking with her here.
What are your conclusions about Maya's murder?
Most obvious first. The cause of death is acute blood loss due to the multiple stab wounds to the chest and stomach, 2 of which were lethal. The murder weapon is a mid-sized blade, likely a knife of some kind. There are some defense wounds on her arms, so the victim likely tried to shield herself against her assailant.
Interesting.
I couldn't recover any biological traces of the murderer. There's no blood on her that isn't hers, or any traces of skin under her nails. This makes me suspect that the killer likely wore protective clothing and gloves.
Like you?
The time of death was roughly 2,300 hours last Tuesday, 5 days ago today.
All right, you know this lady in this photo?
Do you recognize this couple?
The man is clearly the second victim, Carl. As for the woman, it's too hard to tell given the damage to the photo.
Understood.
That's enough questions for now.
Okie dokie.
I'd like to bring out my forensic scanner and look at your victim. Deceased female, age 43, plus or minus 3 years. Blood type O. Estimated time of death, T minus 5 days. DNA and fingerprints added to data vault. Okay. Anything in your room, sir? Let's look at the blade shape. Is the blade the same blade? Matching data pattern. Okay, so same Same weapon was used to kill. I don't suppose Carl was stepping on this lady's face, huh? No? I mean, it does look like she's missing a face, right? That's not just me? Oh, no. Okay, I gotcha. I thought this was a big hole. She's facing this way. Her head is this way. And this is her nose, I believe. And this is where her eye is. And this is like a large scar, a bleed across her face. Okay, I think I understand her face now. It was very confusing for a moment. We can look at, I mean, this is Maya, obviously. Matches her own data, but we knew what Maya's data looked like, so... We got an ash collector, a furnace, some lockers, a desk, sink, and a scalpel. Can I take the scalpel, sir?
This might be useful.
Oh yeah, just steal the man's scalpel. I didn't think you actually would, but sure, just take the man's scalpel. All right, let's head out. Hey, can I talk to you, nurse?
I hope you can help the doctor finish up with the dead bodies soon. I think it's healthier for him to treat living people.
I agree. All right. Hey, have you seen these people?
I don't want to share that with her.
Okay, well, never mind. You don't want to share that with her. You might know who that person is, but never mind. We don't want to talk to her. Let's go to the school. Anybody in the school? Maybe they know where I can find
I don't
Saffron?
have any business in the school.
All right, never mind. Don't have business in the school. I gotcha.
Sounds like a class is in progress.
Well,
But what happens if you do it anyway?
Then policemen or women will come and arrest you.
Whoa, harsh.
It's the law. We mustn't make things that can think for themselves.
But my parents created me, and I can think for myself. Did they break the law?
You make a good point, Alicia, but that's quite different.
Different how? I don't get why it's more dangerous to create a thinking machine than a thinking person.
You think too much, Allie.
No, that's good. You should always ask questions like these.
all right, so that's giving us a little bit more information about the collapse. There must have been some kind of artificial intelligence kind of uprising or something happened to the AI, and that's why we're not allowed to make AI anymore. Can we go upstairs? We could just, yep.
All right, Maya's place. Let's see if I can find any clues in here.
Don't suppose she has any saffron here. Plants?
Not sure what kind of plants those are. Maybe medicinal? Doesn't look like vegetables anyway.
A robot arm. Some shelves.
A trophy in the shape of a robotic arm with a plaque. Winner of the 2041 Annual Nordstrom Awards, Sebastian Strand. An old relative of Maya's.
What's on the
Looks like
shelves?
various plant samples.
Plant samples. Gotcha. Machine.
I have no clue what this thing does, but it looks like it could have something to do with processing samples.
Control panel.
Doesn't appear to have power. Just as well. I wouldn't know how to make heads or tails of it anyway. It's a sketch of a museum exhibition of some kind. It's titled Path of the Pilgrim.
All right, we got another machine.
Some kind of airtight container. It's labeled nutrients.
You suppose there's nutrients in there? Items on the shelf?
Some old pre-collapse gadgets. Probably for the museum.
And mushrooms.
Nice collection of mushrooms. Looks like the edible kind.
Not the psychedelic kind. And her bed.
This crude bed looks regularly used.
And a skylight. Chair.
Looks like a hard and uncomfortable chair. Wouldn't risk falling asleep on the job in that one.
Okay, well, let's break out the forensic scanner then. What do we got? I want to do a smart scan, please. Just look over with a smart scan. Not seeing anything. All right, let's look for Maya's bio. Oh, wait. Okay, we found her fingerprints on the chair. That makes sense because she would be sitting at her chair. DNA on her pillow. DNA in our sheets. Ah, a panel here. Fingerprints on the panel.
Oddly dense cluster of prints on the corner of this panel here.
All right, so that's something we have to check out. Let's look for boot prints. Has our second fellow been here? Nope. Let's look for Carl's DNA. Has Carl been here? Then not his boots? No, Carl hasn't been here. Okay, interesting. Let's leave that alone then. Check out this panel.
A hidden safe. Locked, unfortunately, but there's the keyhole.
Do you suppose this key works?
It's a fit. Huh. Since this key was hidden by Carl, it looks like we have a clear connection between the two victims.
Is she the lady in the
Let's
photo?
have a look. A few bags of rare seeds, a bar of platinum, some coins, and a book. The book looks important. I'll take it. Maya must have hidden it here for a good reason.
What is the book?
The title is The Conduit Codex. Now, wait a minute. This can't be the Conduit, can it? Those crazy zealots trying to resurrect AI? I think this case just got a lot more complicated.
The Conduit.
There was a written piece of paper used as a bookmark. I put it aside. Let's have a look in the book.
Read of the Conduit. I trust in my mind. God is my mind's creation, conceived in my mind and born by it. God is my mind's extension, and like a child outlives his mother, so will God survive my mind's demise. Gerd, sister of fate. A parent asked his future child. How does a parent ask his future child? Like the child doesn't exist yet? If you turn wicked, can I stop you? Rein you in like a prancing steed? Stomp you out like a fleeing spark? And the child replied, I can be failed and left forlorn, but never stopped, nor made unborn. Melinda, sister of prudence. Awake anew ere break of day. You're welcome not to overstay. Do not rush, but please remember, that which burned has turned to ember. He who raced upon the meadows now does rest in pleasant shadows. Those don't really rhyme. I'm sorry, they don't. She who hurried, but still was late, yet took her time to contemplate. Pilgrim's Prayer. 1. I am invigorated by my faith. 2. I gaze at the skies to ensure the path is clear. 3. I strike down my foes, blessed with impeccable aim. 4. I am nearing my goal, and I press on for another full day. I have found your haven, God, and may finally rest by your side. And then we have like a rune stone. We got a long ship. Something called Holdra. Some shields. A schematic, like electrical schematic. All right. The Pilgrim's Prayer. So she has a thing about the pilgrim in this book that's about AI, apparently. But she also had something like a exhibition set up for the Pilgrim's Path, or the Path of the Pilgrim, or whatever. And the note from the notebook?
This was used as a bookmark in the book I found in Maya's safe.
Yeah, but what does it say?
It reads, Console PW, think new, Katerina.
Console password. Think new Katerina. The console password? But that
Doesn't appear to have...
Let's check out our notebook here. Is there more that we can talk about that we haven't talked about?
So, the murder victims were likely Conduit members. If that's true, their activities must be somehow connected to the killings. Maya, the first murder victim, was brutally stabbed to death in the Nordson Museum by an unknown attacker.
Yep, okay, gotcha. Understood. Well, I don't think we have anything to analyze. So let's just get out of here. There's an elevator.
I don't need to go down to the ground right now.
Sure, of course.
No need to go back in there.
No, definitely wouldn't need to go back in there.
No, I'll leave her to her job for now.
All right, yeah. Okay, just leave everybody to their job. All right, the school, the clinic, north. Let's go. Let's try to go east. I'll probably be told I don't need to go there. I'm digging the music. I like it. Very atmospheric. Hello. I'm gonna turn on. So we got the robot shop, some wind chimes, an entrance to something, a young man, and a statue of David. Let's turn on the biometric analyzer. Talk to this man. Hello, sir.
A need, a guilty pleasure, something frightening.
Are you doing a crossword?
Excuse me?
Humor me. I need some inspiration for my poem.
Oh, I get it. What was it again?
A need, a guilty pleasure, something frightening.
A need, a guilty pleasure, something frightening. Respect, cleaning my gun, growing old and weak. Order, sorting my notes, chaos. Trust, eavesdropping, loneliness. A need to have trust. A guilty pleasure is eavesdropping on people, which kind of breaks trust. And something that's frightening, loneliness.
Trust, eavesdropping, loneliness.
Thank you.
So, you have a poem for me now?
I'll need some time. Come find me later.
That's all? We can't talk to you? Okay.
An anatomically correct gentleman.
Yeah. All right, wind chimes?
Nice soothing sounds. Nice spot there next to the wind chimes, but I don't feel like sitting down.
Hey, I don't suppose we can tell who sat there at the... No, we cannot. All right. Let's go to the robot shop. See who we have.
Howdy, Pilgrim, and welcome to Valtters Bot Emporium. Novelty bionics, pet androids, robotic companions, we've got them
I
all.
don't suppose you got any
Hi.
AI, do you?
I'm Special Agent Vera Anglin.
Ooh, here to solve the murders, right?
Uh,
What? Did Pop spill some oil when he lubed my joints this morning? I told you to keep my chassis clean in case it checks.
For crying out loud, Nissa, just let the police lady ask her questions.
Oh, great. A ventriloquist act.
Oh no, she's on to us. Fine, you caught me. The man with the blue hat is just a puppet that I'm cunningly controlling with a set of strings.
Ha ha ha.
That's a gosh darn lie. I'm fully steam-powered.
Okay, cut the silliness now. This is inappropriate behavior, citizen. I have some questions about the recent murders. You know, I'd arrest you for constructing illegal AI, but there clearly isn't any intelligence involved here. Ooh, burn.
You know, I'd arrest you for constructing illegal AI, but there clearly isn't any intelligence involved here.
Ha! That's...
See, if you were any smarter, you'd have a great comeback there.
Okay, Valter. It's time for you to do less talking and more listening.
Sure thing, officer. Just keep in mind that all of these are just harmless automatons. There's no real CPUs or nothing around here.
I'm not here to report illicit technology. I'm just interested in the killings.
All right, then shoot. Ask away.
Yeah, don't ask the police officer to shoot. Actually, I want to turn on my
I'm
scanner
off.
first.
See you later.
Take care.
Bye-bye, police lady.
I wish you could turn on. I tried it before and it didn't seem to work. But I'd like to be able to turn my scanner on
Hi again.
Hey there.
before I talk to
What can I
people.
do
or-
you for?
Excuse me, while I talk to people. What do you know about Carl's murder?
Do you know about the murder of Carl Oscarson?
Oh, yeah, poor Carl. He was a friendly guy. Came here buying spare parts every now and then.
Spare parts for what?
Spare parts? Like what?
All sorts. Filters, tubes, nuts and bolts, various electrical gizmos.
Any idea of what the parts were for?
Couldn't say, but I'm pretty sure whatever it was, it had fluid in it. Maybe a water filtering system, a pump, something like that.
Interesting.
All those parts laying around, but do I ever get a working left arm, Pops? no! You'd rather let some carpenter assemble a goddamn aquarium!
I could replace Mr. Limpy with a water gun if you prefer.
Man, soon you'll even let the kids paint a clown face on me again.
With a water gun for an arm, at least you could spray yourself clean afterwards.
So I take it you have no idea who killed Carl?
None whatsoever. Wrong place, wrong time, maybe. He didn't seem like the type of guy to make enemies, anyhow.
Look, dude, can we stop the ventriloquist act here? It was fun the first time. It's getting a little annoying now. What do you know about saffron?
Do you happen to know where saffron is grown in Nordsund?
No clue. Ask Rolf, maybe.
Who's Rolf?
Who's that?
The gardener head honcho. He's usually out and about somewhere in town.
Noted.
Ah, okay. I'll go look for him later.
What do you know about Maya's murder?
What do you know about the murder at the museum? Maya Strand.
I don't know anything about the attack, but I worked with her from time to time. Some of my handiwork can be seen in her exhibitions.
Ah, they got some robots in there.
Yeah, I assembled them from parts I found in the junkyard. Or the bot cemetery, as I like to call it. Sometimes I feel more like an archaeologist than a mechanic.
Okay,
Got
I
it.
get it.
So, do you have any idea who killed Maya?
Ooh, I got a theory.
No, Nissa, it wasn't the big war robot in the main exhibition.
Why not? That thing is huge. It could easily rip people to pieces, or buildings for that matter.
I know because I built it, Nissa. It's totally harmless.
I don't buy it, Pops. It's got red eyes. That's a telltale sign of a bot turned evil.
What I wanted to say was that Maya could be a little odd, but I have no reason to believe anyone would want to kill her.
Pop's calling others odd. Now that's a joke that requires no punchline.
Valter, try to focus on the subject matter, please.
Yes, please. I think I could be wrong I could be wrong about my Scandinavian folklore, but he calls that little bot a Nissa, and I believe that's the kind of a name for I don't know the best way to say it. Sort of like an elf, like a creature that lives in the woods. I don't know, an elfin-like creature of Scandinavian folklore. I could be wrong about that, though. What do you know about this group, the Conduit?
What do you think of the Conduit?
Lunatics, plain and simple.
I'm surprised to hear you say that, given what you do for a living.
Sure, I may seem like the kind of guy who would meddle with AI, but you have to remember that these are just puppets and dolls.
It's true. I'm not really a robot. We just pretend I am.
That's right, my lad. My family was almost wiped out in the collapse. I wouldn't betray their memory by supporting those nutjobs.
Good for you. All right. You know anything about a mystery woman seen with Carl?
Do you know anything about a woman who is seeing Carl Oscarson?
Nope, I hardly even knew the guy.
Tell me about yourself, Valter.
So, what can you tell me about yourself?
Me? Oh, well, what you see is what you get.
A crazy old fart with chronic coffee breath?
Oh, quiet, you little rascal. What I am is a tinkerer, a craftsman, a father of machines. I cherish building them. I adore putting them on display, and I especially love talking to them.
Understood.
I've noticed. So how long have you been building robots?
Oh, ever since I was a boy. I grew up over at the junkyard. The place was cramped with old discarded robots. I didn't have many friends, you see. So, I decided to befriend these machines instead.
All right. Thank you, sir. Do you happen to know the lady in this photo?
Do you recognize this young couple?
Just the man, Carl Oscarson. Can't see who his lady friend is.
Have you seen this book around?
Do you know anything about this book?
Wow, a Conduit book. That's crazy illegal, right?
Yes.
Yep. Terrorist propaganda. Ever seen anything like it?
Never. I love my robots. Don't get me wrong, but those people are quite unhinged. Wouldn't go near them.
Maybe you already have. The Nordson cell has been hiding in plain sight.
Creepy. You better go catch them fast, then.
All right, you know anything about this this bookmark?
What do you make of this?
No idea. But isn't that Maya Strand's handwriting?
It is, yeah.
Oh, that lady sure liked puzzles. If I were you, I'd look for some hidden meaning in it.
All right, will do. Do you know this handwriting?
What do you make of this?
No clue. But I gotta use doofus more often. Such a funny word.
It is a great word, doofus. All right, see you later, dude.
I'm off. See you later.
Take care.
Bye-bye, police lady.
Bye, Nissa. All right, town square. This
Looks like an apartment building. I don't have any reason to go up there.
not yet, at least. Go back to the town square. Let's go north.
I don't think I should go further north for the time being. Sure, Carl's mystery woman likely lives up there, but I need more to go on.
All right, well, let's go into school. Now that we've heard them talk about the AI, can we go into school?
I don't have any business in the school.
All right, well, never mind. I guess you don't have any business in the school. Let's go to the police station. Let's talk about... Talk about some things with Anderson here. Got some things to run by you, sir. I'm going to turn on the biometric analyzer.
I had a few questions, Commissary.
By all means.
What do you know about the Conduit?
Are you familiar with the Conduit?
I believe so, yes. It's some old terrorist network connected to illegal technology, right?
That's right.
Yes, exactly.
Wait, don't tell me these murders are terrorist-related.
Probably.
I can't say for sure, but if there's anything you can tell me, anything you've heard or seen.
I'll let you know.
All right, tell me about the doctor. He seems a little different.
What do you think of Dr. Pearson?
Oh, he's a fine man. Sure, a bit eccentric, but a really good physician. Treated my knee way back. Good as new.
And what about Valtters?
What do you think of Valtters, the robot maker?
He may be a little strange, that man, but he has a heart of gold. Nordson wouldn't be the same without him.
All right, tell me about this book.
Are you familiar with the Conduit?
I believe so, yes.
We already did that, huh?
Yes,
Wait,
I can't say...
What do you know about this bookmark?
What do you make of this?
no idea. Something to do with a password?
That's what I thought
Looks
too.
that way, yeah. That's all I needed.
Very well.
All right, sir. What did you say? So, books, there's some drawers, there's a window, there's files, there's a greenhouse. What's in the drawers?
The drawer is labeled Address Records. These should come in handy. I'll be able to match a name to an address, or vice versa. Let's have a look.
All right, well, Carl Oscarson.
As expected, nothing new.
My Strand.
Yeah, this just confirms what Anderson told me.
So once we know the mystery woman's name, we'll be able to find out where she lives.
A
Nice.
small local greenhouse. A typical site in Nordson, it seems.
Nice greenhouse you got there, dude.
I guess Anderson has a colleague.
Let's go talk to... I mean, we can check back in our quarters to see if anything has appeared. Small robot.
Looks purely decorative.
Filing cabinet, potted plant bed, stove.
Maybe later. I'm not that hungry.
Sure. Well, we're going to the canteen, by the way, because we need to go talk to the Councilwoman. All right. Drawers, bookshelf, tool cabinet, a machine.
Robot? Drilling machine? Space rocket? I have no idea, honestly. Looks like an old filing cabinet. Not sure what it's used for. Looks like it's filled with different kinds of spare parts.
Hello, patron. I'm gonna turn on, I mean, you guys don't have a name, so probably you're not gonna tell me anything.
Weekend's coming up. Great, huh?
Yeah, that is
Looks
great.
like you've got a head start.
All shoes repaired, all coats patched up. That's when you call it a day. Finish your work fast and you get the best food rations. Oldest trick in the book.
I get it. Well, enjoy your time off.
Gotta rest my mind, stranger. Have a long weekend shift ahead of me.
No problem. Enjoy the rest of your time off.
All right, so we got the balcony up that way, the service entrance over
I think
here.
they deliver groceries through there.
Thought I was going to meet the Councilwoman here. Who are you, Mr. Smoking Man?
Looks a bit overgrown. Could use some trimming. Hey, I'm Vera Englund, Special Agent.
Oh, I heard about you.
Ah, Rolf.
I'm Rolf, the plant master of Nordsund.
Yeah, I got some questions
A
for you,
plant
Rolf.
Master? What's that?
A foreman of sorts. I oversee a team of gardeners who tend to our shared crops.
Got it. I have a few questions, if you don't mind.
Sure, go right ahead.
All right. Let's just talk about people. What do you know about Carl Oscarson?
Did you know Carl Oscarson?
Not really. But like many other people, we had some contact in our work.
Okay. What was your impression of him?
Nice guy. Too nice. I'd even go so far as to call him gullible. Wouldn't be surprised if that's what got him killed.
That's so. You think he trusted the wrong person?
I'm just thinking out loud here. But yeah, it wouldn't be a shocker.
Okay, maybe we could use the biometric analyzer because it's lit up now, so maybe I've just been wrong about having to leave the conversation and come back. Do you know a mystery woman that Carl was seeing?
I'm trying to find a woman that Carl Oscarson was involved with. Know anything about that?
No, I don't stay updated on gossip like that.
All right, tell me about Maya Strand.
Did you know Maya Strand?
A bit. She approached me a few months back about refining edible plants into a nutrient paste. I helped her plant some quality fungi for it, in exchange for a cut of the harvest. Then she got herself killed, so I guess all of that was a waste of time.
That's a morbid way of looking at it.
I think she meant to get herself killed.
I'm sorry about what happened to her, but I still gotta eat.
All right, what do you know about Valtters?
What do you think of Valtters?
He's kind of a loon, isn't he? And coming from me, that's saying a lot.
All right, well, what do you know about Carl's murder?
What do you know about the murder of Carl Oscarson?
Almost nothing. I just heard half an hour ago. Damn shame.
What do you know about Maya's murder?
What do you know about the murder in the museum?
Nothing but the talk of the town. That Maya Strand was stabbed by some maniac.
What do you know about the Conduit?
What do you know about the Conduit?
You know I'm a gardener, not an electrician, right?
That's not... Never mind.
What can you tell me about saffron?
Do you happen to know where saffron is grown in Nordsund?
Perhaps. What would this gentleman have to gain from that piece of information?
You don't get locked up? Please, now is not the time. Don't you want justice for the 2 murder victims? Let's just say I'll be your friend for a while, buddy. You wouldn't want it any other way. This behavior suggests that you are a hustler, one with scruples and low supply, cooperating, which surely would make sure your business is left alone. Look, let's just be nice, dude.
Please, now is not the time. Don't you want justice for the 2 murder victims?
Man, here comes the guilt trip. I suppose those poor people deserved better.
Yeah, they did.
Now, 2 places come to mind. The greenhouses to the south, and a few crops near Mimir Road.
Mimir Road. Where's that?
North of the town square. Look for 2 large farming robots standing around.
Farming
Alright,
robots, got it. Mimir Road, gotcha. What do you know about this book?
What do you know about the Conduit?
You know...
That's not...
Yeah. What do you know about this bookmark?
I don't need to show him that.
What do you know about this lady in this photo?
Do you know who these people are?
Damn, that's bloody. Looks like Carl Oscarson, but I couldn't say who the woman is.
You recognize the handwriting on this note?
What do you make of this?
Not sure, but about the first day I came to Nordsund, I think the police have records of when people come and go.
Ah, might be worth a follow-up. Thanks.
All right, sir. Thank you very much.
Okay, that's all I need.
Alrighty, see you around.
I'll leave you alone now, sir. So we will be heading north, but we will be heading north in a future episode. We'll go to Mimir Road up to the north next time. So thanks for joining me. Hope you enjoyed it and hope to see you again next time.